So a few weeks ago, I was on News Parfums. I ordered a few fragrances out of France, had them delivered, and usually what they do is they send me a few new release decants whenever I order from them. And this time they sent me one that I wasn't really thinking about, wasn't really on my radar outside of picking it up at a rack store when I got there. But I got this one in and I really wanted to tell you guys about it. Today I'm doing my first impressions of one by Hugo Boss. It is Hugo Jeans. So without further ado, let's get it. What's going on, my great smelling dudes? Welcome back to my channel. You guys know my name is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Make sure to slap that subscribe and like button. Also hit the bell if you want my videos sooner. So again, I got my fragrances from News Parfums. If you don't know what that is, it can't really help you right now, but it's a French website and I get a lot of my fragrances from there. And anytime you order a fragrance, every bottle you get a new release decant or some kind of surprise box or whatever it might be. And this time there really wasn't any other new releases in the last month outside of this that they had. And so they sent it to me. It wasn't really on my radar. I usually get the canteen style Hugo Boss like Reversed and Reflective and Man. I usually get those when they're at rack stores, and I am gonna wait till this bottle comes to rack stores. But with that said, I got it in yesterday. I sprayed it on my arm and I was just like, okay, I do need to talk about this. So I immediately scrubbed it off. And then today I'm going to spray it on my arm and let you guys know what I get on my glorified first impressions of this, the canteen style Hugo Boss bottle. This is by Hugo Boss. It is Hugo Jeans. So, I mean, I just got one of these little things with the little decant in it. And so I will spray it here on my arm and let you know exactly what I get from it. So again, I did spray this on a little bit yesterday, so I can tell you I have a little bit of an idea of the fragrance, but I don't have the performance, projection, longevity. I did see only one thing when I was just looking up to see if there was any reviews on this or anything like that. There was nothing outside of the fact that it got like a 3.3 on Fragrantica, which was absolutely horrendous because I've smelled this and I can tell you it's definitely not a 3.3. So when you first spray this on, you get hit in the face with a nice citrus mixture, which is mostly lime, but with a little bit of this grapefruit undertone. It's more of the zesty style of the grapefruit, almost a little bit tart, not the rinded grapefruit, but it's mostly lime, grapefruit, and a little bit of this juniper slash vetiver mixture. It's quite nice. Honestly, for this type of fragrance, it reminds me of fragrances like Pacific Rock Moss, stuff like that, where it's a little bit almost higher class smelling. This does have a very nice, almost higher end feeling to it, even though it is probably gonna be about 30 or 40 bucks. This line is the cheaper Hugo Boss line, or Hugo Man line, I should say. And I can say that this one does really jump off your skin and say, yeah, I'm a good one. And I can definitely attest to that. It is, again, mostly lime in the opening with a little undertone in grapefruit, and then this little like fruity green juniper. So as you work your way into, which is where I got to, which is about 35 to 40 minutes into the fragrance, the only thing that really changes in the fragrance is that lime starts to dissipate just a bit because it is a citrus, and citrus are the lighter notes. That starts to dissipate just a bit as you get some of this almost green and woody tones that come in. It almost kind of feels like ambroxan, even though I think it's like more like a cedar or something like that. But it's a warmer woods that provides this brightness to the fragrance. So you mix that together with a nice, fresh, zesty lime and grapefruit mixture, a little bit of a fruity tone, and then you have, it's a very easy wear fragrance that's going to be one that you can wear easily in the spring and summer. But then also I could see myself wearing this in the fall as well. I don't see it being worn in the cool weather like winter or anything, but I can tell you that Hugo Jeans is definitely probably my favorite, at least as of right now. I mean, again, these are probably gonna be 4-hour fragrances. If anybody thinks you're getting anything different from it, you're probably wrong. But as long as the smell doesn't change too drastically, I can say this is gonna be my favorite Hugo Man fragrance. From this line, the Canteen bottle style. I did see the bottle. It is this color. It's that navy color with that red line across it. Obviously, the bottle will be either here or here, but my allergies are acting up today, so I apologize for my clearing my throat. But really, the fragrance at its heart is a lime and woody fragrance with a juniper, which is like a green and almost a juniper berry. It's like a green fruitiness that is underneath that citrus. Again, as that lime and grapefruit, which is already an undertone note, as that lime starts to dissipate and that grapefruit pretty much goes away, you're left with a little bit of a lime undertone mixed together with this nice warm woods, a little bit of a green fruitiness, and then some musk. It is really a nice, bright, zesty, citrusy fragrance. It's one that I could wear to work. It's one that I could wear in the spring and summer. I could go out to the pool and be happy wearing it. I could also wear this to something like, I'm telling you, the way that the notes come across here, even though I would definitely choose something else, I could easily find myself wearing this to a wedding or something because it has that almost luxury vibe that you would get from something that is a bright, effervescent woods mixed with some aromatics and then that lime. Lime has always been a really good note if used properly, and with things like Pacific Lime, Pacific Rock Moss, those ones are always been very good fragrances to wear, especially in the higher heat. So if you have a summer wedding or a summer barbecue or anything like that, Hugo jeans will definitely be one that you need to pick up and have an easy wear. I obviously, again, would say don't wear that to a wedding if you have like niche fragrances out there, because that's probably a better bet. But with that said, Hugo jeans, if you're looking for something that is on the less expensive side of the designer realm, if you're looking for something that's cheaper but also is going to last probably 3 to 4 hours and you can carry it in your pocket, it's a smaller style bottle, I would say Hugo jeans is a great pickup. Again, spring, summer, probably fall. I need to get more wears on it and I can't wait to pick up a bottle of this. If you are even remotely interested in the Hugo Man line, I definitely recommend picking this up or at least testing it out, which is pretty hard for these style to get like a decant of it, even though I got it from News Parfums. That's in France. If you can find a decant, obviously get it, but I think that for probably what's going to be around a $25 to $30 bottle, this is probably the best cheapie of the year so far, which is high marks. I would give it an 8 out of 10. And if I was grading on a curve based on a cheapie, it'd probably be an 8.5 out of 10. I really like the lime in it. I like the way that it's mixed together with that green and fruity juniper. I like the effervescent woods that come across. Again, I think it's like a cedar, but it does smell almost like an ambroxan. And then there's that aromatic tone that's kind of just floating through that you get in most style fragrances like this. A little bit blue, a little bit fresh, a little bit clean. All together, it is a great release by the Hugo Man line. And do not trust the Fragrantica reviews because they are complete bullcrap. Let me know if you've tried this. And again, I'll be back with another video and a full review once I get a full bottle, which will probably be in a month when it comes to stores. Thank you guys so much. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out.